Well, I think that green chemistry is not entirely an independent discipline, but it is really a set of principles which you can apply to try and do chemical reactions as efficiently as possible. So, for example, you want to try and avoid making waste. I mean, cookery is a good example. You can get really fancy dishes in good restaurants, but if you went into the kitchen, you would find piles of bits of oyster, of shells and legs of God knows what, which had been discarded just so that you could have the breast of the duck or whatever. And chemistry is a bit like that you use an awful lot of material just to make something. You use tons, literally tons of material to make a laptop computer, for example, and for some of the well-known drugs like Viagra, when Viagra was first produced, they used 1,300 litres of solvent for each kilo of Viagra. That's well over a ton of solvent. By applying the principles of green chemistry, they've got this down to just, I think now it's about 6.5 litres per kilo, which is still quite a lot. It's 6.5 times as much as the product, but with careful work and applying these principles, we should be able to get it even lower. I'm really lucky because green chemistry is an area that appeals to the public. A couple of years ago, I was sitting on the train reading one of my students' reports, and the lady next to me asked me what it was, and I said it was chemistry, and she said, "What sort of chemistry?" And I told her it was green chemistry, and she said, "What's that?" So I explained to her in a few words, rather like I'm explaining to you, and after about 2 or 3 minutes, she said, "Thank God for green chemistry." And I was really excited, and this was great because I was on my way to a conference in which I had to give the introductory talk, and I just said what she had said, and the whole audience applauded. So it is really good because it's an area of chemistry where people can see why it's important, and also they encouraged me to do it.
Created using Powtoon.